Picture this. You're exploring the vibrant streets of Moscow, indulging in delicious borscht and marveling at the colorful domes of St. Basil's Cathedral. The city is alive with history, culture, and the warm hospitality of its people. You're soaking it all in, capturing memories with every step. Suddenly, you feel a tickle in your throat that quickly escalates into a full-blown cough. What do? Panic sets in as you realize you're in a foreign country far from home, and you don't speak the language fluently. While nobody wants to think about getting sick while traveling, knowing basic medical phrases in Russian can be incredibly helpful, even empowering, in such situations. Imagine being able to walk into a pharmacy and confidently ask for cough medicine, or explain your symptoms to a local doctor without the fear of being misunderstood. It allows you to communicate your needs effectively, seek appropriate medical attention, and navigate the healthcare system with greater confidence. You won't have to rely solely on translation apps or hope that someone nearby speaks English. Instead, you'll be able to articulate your concerns and understand the advice given to you. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or planning your first trip to Russia, learning a few key medical phrases can make a world of difference. It's not just about handling emergencies, it's about enhancing your overall travel experience. Knowing how to ask for help, describe your symptoms, or even understand basic medical instructions can alleviate a lot of stress and make your journey smoother. So, let's equip you with the linguistic tools to handle any health hiccups that may come your way on your Russian adventure. By investing a little time in learning these phrases, you're not just preparing for the worst, you're ensuring that you can enjoy the best of what Russia has to offer with peace of mind. After all, travel is about embracing new experiences, and being prepared for any situation is a key part of that journey. So take a deep breath, study those phrases, and get ready to explore Russia with confidence. Your adventure awaits, and with the right preparation, nothing can hold you back. Happy travels! One of the first things you'll need to do if you're feeling unwell is to describe your symptoms accurately. This can be especially challenging if you're in a foreign country and need to communicate in a language you're not entirely comfortable with. In Russia, or any Russian-speaking region, knowing how to describe your symptoms in Russian can be incredibly helpful. Here are some common ailments and their Russian translations, complete with phonetic pronunciations to help you sound like a native speaker. This will not only make it easier for the medical professionals to understand you, but also speed up the process of getting the right treatment. Let's start with a headache, which is quite common. In Russian, you would say golova bolet, goluva balit. If you have a sore throat, you can say gorlo bolit, gorlu balit. This phrase will help you convey that you are experiencing discomfort in your throat. For a stomachache, the phrase is живот болит, живот balit. This is useful for indicating any kind of abdominal pain. If you're experiencing back pain, you would say spina bolet, spina balit. For a fever, the term is temperatura, temperatura. If you have a cough, you can say kashel, kashel. For a runny nose, use nasmork, nasmork. And if you're feeling dizzy, the phrase is golovokruženie, golovokruženie. Remember, even if your pronunciation isn't perfect, the effort to communicate in Russian will be greatly appreciated. Medical professionals are usually very understanding and will do their best to help you. Now that you know how to describe what ails you, let's move on to identifying different body parts. This will further aid you in explaining exactly where you are experiencing discomfort or pain, making it easier for the doctor to diagnose and treat you effectively. Knowing the Russian words for basic body parts can be incredibly helpful when explaining your symptoms to a doctor or pharmacist. Here are some essential ones to remember. Head golova, guluva. Throat, gorlo, gorla. Stomach, život, život. Back, spina, spina. Arm, ruka, ruka. Leg, noga, noga. You can use these words in conjunction with bolet, balit, to indicate pain. For example, ruka bolet, ruka balit. For my arm hurts. With these body part basics under your belt, you're well on your way to communicating your health needs effectively. If your symptoms are severe or persistent, you'll want to seek professional medical help. Here are some useful phrases to help you find a doctor. I need a doctor. Мне нужен врач. Мне нужен врач. Where is the nearest hospital? Где ближайшая больница? Где ближайшая больница? Can you call an ambulance? Вы можете вызвать скорую помощь? Вы можете вызвать скорую помощь? Once you've found a doctor, you'll need to be able to communicate your symptoms and medical history. Let's explore some essential phrases for that. Section 5. Communicating with confidence, useful phrases at the doctor's office. Talking to a doctor in a foreign language can seem daunting, but these phrases will help you navigate the consultation with ease. Whether you're feeling unwell, need to describe your symptoms, or have specific medical needs, knowing the right phrases can make all the difference. Let's dive into some essential phrases that will help you communicate effectively during your visit to the doctor's office. If you're feeling unwell, you can say, I don't feel well, in Russian. Я не очень хорошо себя чувствую. Я не очень хорошо себя чувствую. This simple phrase can quickly convey to the doctor that you need medical attention. When you need to describe specific symptoms, you can use the phrase, I have a symptom, which in Russian is у меня symptom. У меня symptom. For example, if you have a headache, you would say, у меня головная боль. У меня головная боль. It's also crucial to inform the doctor about any allergies you have. You can say, I'm allergic to allergen in Russian. У меня аллергия на allergen. У меня аллергия на allergen. For instance, if you're allergic to penicillin, you would say, у меня аллергия на penicillin. У меня аллергия на penicillin. If you need medication, you might need to ask for a prescription. You can say, I need a prescription in Russian. Мне нужен рецепт. Мне нужен рецепт. This will help ensure you get the necessary medication for your condition. Don't hesitate to use gestures or write down symptoms if you're struggling to communicate verbally. Sometimes nonverbal communication can be just as effective in conveying your needs. You can point to the area of discomfort or use a notepad to jot down your symptoms. This can be particularly helpful if you're feeling too unwell to speak or if there's a language barrier. Now that you've mastered the doctor's office, let's move on to the pharmacy. Knowing how to communicate effectively with your pharmacist is just as important. Stay tuned for the next section where we'll cover useful phrases for the pharmacy. Section 6. Navigating the pharmacy. Getting medicine in Russia. Once you have your prescription, you'll need to visit a pharmacy or apteka to get your medicine. Here's how to ask for what you need. Do you have this medicine? У вас есть это лекарство? У вас есть это лекарство? How do I take this medicine? Как мне принимать это лекарство? Как мне принимать это лекарство? Are there any side effects? Есть ли побочные эффекты? Есть ли побочные эффекты? Remember to keep your medication in its original packaging and follow the dosage instructions carefully. Section 7. Cultural nuances in Russian healthcare. Tips for a smooth experience. Understanding a few cultural nuances can enhance your interactions within the Russian healthcare system. Russians tend to be more formal in their interactions with healthcare professionals, so using polite forms of address is important. Don't be surprised if doctors ask detailed questions about your medical history, as they tend to take a holistic approach to healthcare. It's customary to bring a small gift, such as flowers or chocolates, for your doctor as a gesture of appreciation. By being mindful of these cultural differences, you can ensure a respectful and positive experience. Section 8. Recap your handy cheat sheet of Russian medical phrases. Let's recap the essential phrases we've covered. I don't feel well. Я не очень хорошо себя чувствую. I have a headache. У меня голова болит. I need a doctor. Мне нужен врач. Where is the nearest hospital? Где ближайшая больница? I need a prescription. Мне нужен рецепт. Do you have this medicine? У вас есть это лекарство? Thank you. Спасибо, спасибо. Keep this cheat sheet handy and practice these phrases to feel confident communicating your health needs in Russian. Section 9. Conclusion. Embrace the language of health and well-being. Learning even a few basic medical phrases in Russian can empower you to navigate unexpected health situations with greater confidence and ease. While we hope you won't need to use these phrases during your trip, having them in your linguistic arsenal will provide peace of mind and enhance your overall travel experience. So, embrace the language of health and well-being as you embark on your Russian adventure.